Now, on Monday, we went ahead and did a 16-year-old rebuild where we brought in every single 16-year-old talent into a squad. And over the course of 10 seasons, we tried to climb them all the way up from League 2 up to a Champions League winning squad, or at least a Champions League finalist. And in that final 10th season, we managed to end up winning the Champions League alongside the Premier League and the FA Cup. Today, we are going to go ahead and do the same but half it. We are going to do 5 seasons here, but with 30-plus-year-old players. So everybody in the 30s and above, we are going to go ahead and look to bring in. Now it is 30 at the start of the save, so anybody 30 at the start of the save is going to be eligible to be brought into this squad that I have placed in the Premier League. It is a creative club, the Old Men FC. They have replaced Southampton, the worst team in the Premier League this season. And our goal over the course of the 5 seasons is to win the Premier League, win the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. We'll swap one of those two. Or we want to have a player win the Ballon d'Or. That is a long shot, in all honesty. I don't see a 30-year-old doing it anymore on this game. And then we want to win the Champions League. And if we have to settle on a European trophy like the Conference League or the Europa League, we will. But over the course of the 5 years, we are going to go ahead and get rid of these guys that are not 30. Well, we're going to get rid of these guys because they're not real. And we're going to bring in some of the best talents or best veterans of the squad here and bring them in and see if they can gel well together. So let's go ahead and sell some of these guys and bring in some of the old heads here. If you are going to enjoy this, go and leave a like and subscribe, and let's get further ado. And our first signing is going to be 37-year-old goalkeeper Keylor Navas. He comes into the squad now. More than likely, he actually end up being our first team squad player. There's a certain goalkeeper in Germany that we are looking to bring in as well. But Keylor Navas as a backup option, or if the Manuel Neuer deals break through, Keylor Navas can be our number 1. But welcome to the squad as the first official signing of the Old Men FC. The next player we bring in is going to be 36-year-old Acerbi, the center back from Inter Milan. Will go ahead and join the Old Men FC as we look to build a strong and composed back line that could be the backbone for these next couple of years. I mean, we're going to be buying players. You can tell we're going for the older guys first because they will start to retire and deteriorate quickly. So if we can get the most out of them to push up us into a Champions League spot, maybe the guys that are 30 or 31, 32 can still grow maybe just a little bit as far as just growing on base potential and stuff like that. And then when they come into a squad for Champions League, they'll be more well with and well put together. And maybe we could put up a Champions League charge. But Francesco Acerbi joins the squad. And of course, it can't be an old man rebuild if we don't bring in the GOAT himself. Lionel Messi will swap back over from the MLS football back into European hands. He will join us alongside Acerbi and Keylor Navas as the first 3 additions. Welcome to the squad, Mr. Messi. Welcome to Old Man FC. And for less than $1 million, we go ahead and bring in our first choice goalkeeper, Mr. Manuel Neuer, the Bayern Munich legend, the German legend, the football legend, one of the best keepers in world football in the history. We go ahead and add him to our squad. 84 overall. Welcome to Old Men FC and welcome to the Premier League. Juan Cuadrado joins the squad from Atalanta for $3.9 million. The Colombian will bring all the experience he can have. And of course, along with Lionel Messi, we have to bring in the Croatian legend, a man that put the country on his back for so many World Cups. He has now joined Old Men FC here. Not a retirement home yet for you, buddy. You still got some football to play. Luka Modric, welcome to the club. And to join alongside Lionel Messi, we bring in his Argentine legend as well, Mr. Angel Di Maria. He doesn't get the cameras and the paparazzi out in the front, but he should. The man that pretty much won him the World Cup, Angel Di Maria. Welcome to Old Men FC. And the second best player of all time will now join us as well. Old Men FC get another legend, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming back to European football, coming back to England. Obviously had 2 stints with Manchester United in England, And now back here with Old Men FC. Can he take down Manchester United, and can he help us put back into the Champions League position? And to pair alongside with Cristiano Ronaldo, it's Ederson Cavani. Welcome to the squad. And so here is your first iteration of this squad. Angel Di Maria on the left-hand side, Cristiano Ronaldo as our striker, Lionel Messi on the right-hand side. We have Dries Mertens as the cam alongside Arturo Vidal and Luka Modric in the midfield holding it down. We have Acuna, Dante, Acerbi, and Cuadrado as our back four with Manuel Neuer in net. We have Cavani on the bench. We have Macano on the bench, Navas on the bench. We're not quite done yet as well. We are going to go ahead and just on loan a lot of players here into the squad just off camera, but that is kind of the core of the team. We have roughly just 70 million just based off of selling the generated players into the squad. We have a long list of players that we can go ahead and bring in. The older the better, in all honesty, because obviously they'll only be here for a couple years, and on the off chance that they might get some game time, we'll bring them in, and we can bring a lot of these guys in for less than $250,000. So honestly, why not? And halfway through the first season, the old men are up into 11th at the moment. We are 7 wins in, 6 draws, 6 losses. Currently winning the league, it's actually Chelsea. We have Brighton in our first round of the FA Cup. Top goal scorer is Lionel Messi with 12. Ronaldo has 6. Dries Mertens has 5. Angel Di Maria has 4. In the FA Cup here against Brighton in the first round, it's looking like we will lose. Okay, so no FA Cup trophy for us this season. And unfortunately, no European football for the old men next season. We finished in 10th. We were roughly 14 points off of 7th, which would have got Conference League football. About 30 points off the top spot, which was Manchester City. And yeah, so I think this is going to go as good as I think it was going to go, to be completely honest. Top goal scorer ended up being Lionel Messi, who's now -3. Cristiano Ronaldo is a 14. I don't see us ever winning a Ballon d'Or. I just got to be honest with y'all. I just don't see that happening. So let's go through the kind of the ratings. -1 for Pepe Reina, who's obviously leaving in a month. Manuel Neuer is a -4. Keylor Navas is a -4. Acuna is a -2. Fernandez is a -5. You didn't even see me sign that guy. Raul Albioli is a -5. Dante didn't deteriorate at all. He stayed even despite being 41 years of age. Vertonghen is a -5. Marcano is a -6. Acerbi is a -4. Carvajal is a -2. Sigurani is a -5. Luka Modric a -3. Vidal a -5. I don't want him again. Dries Mertens is a -3. Can I re-sign with him? Yes, for 1 more year. Welcome to the club again. Angel Di Maria is a -3. Cuadrado is a -4. Messi a -3. Diak is a -5. Cristiano Ronaldo a -2. Santa Cruz is a nothing. Cavani is a -4. And Herman Barcos is nothing as well. He didn't deteriorate as well. So on to season 2, where I think it might be the same thing. In all honesty, it's going to be about roughly 30-45 minutes of signing old players, trying to win the FA Cup. That is our goal, is to win the FA Cup in Premier League. That is the goal for the next 4 seasons here. I think I'm gonna scratch off a Ballon d'Or, because I don't see that happening unless we somehow win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the UCL all in one season, and I don't see that happening within the next 4 seasons. So we will just kind of scrap off the Ballon d'Or. We're kind of scrapping off European football. Maybe just win the Premier League football with some of these giants. We add additional backup / possibly takeover for Cristiano Ronaldo. His Real Madrid partnership duo for so long, Karim Benzema. Now his not really Saudi Arabia partnership, but at least they're both in Saudi Arabia. He joins the old men FC. We didn't want to start doing this, but some of these older guys are still world football legends that are still playing the game to the highest level. We are going to start to look to bring in. He joins Cristiano Ronaldo. He joins Lionel Messi. He joins Ricardo Carvajal. Welcome to the club. Heung-min Son. Welcome from Tottenham to Old Men FC for 20 million. Oh my god, I just thought of a player to bring in now as well. Virgil van Dijk joins from Liverpool for 65 million. And also joining from Liverpool is the goalkeeper, Alisson. He's 89 overall. He will have a lot of deterioration to go through, so I think we can get the best out of him still. Welcome to the club. And cleaning shop from Liverpool, we bring in the core of their success now as well. Mohamed Salah joins to fight for Lionel Messi's spot. Welcome to the club. Honestly, just part of weakening this Liverpool side, so give us a better chance of winning the league. And if we need somebody to throw something at the refs, we have him here today. Mr. Antonio Rudiger, who was absolutely livid with the refs in the El Clasico final of the Copa del Rey over the course of last weekend. For his own team playing like shit, and just the bias that Real Madrid as a club think that the referees are rigging it against them, which is quite comical because usually it's the refs that are for Real Madrid. Just now that the tides are turning and that they're not getting every single call, they are upset, they are pissing, they are moaning, they are crying. Antonio Rudiger joins Old Men FC. And then cleaning shop for Manchester City. I had an idea. It didn't work out because Rodri was my idea. And he is still 29 years old, so he's obviously not even capable of coming in. But somebody who is older in Manchester City, and somebody that's actually leaving Manchester City at the end of the season, is Mr. Kevin De Bruyne. Welcome to Old Men FC. Welcome to the squad. And so this is a team going into season number 2. Definitely more capable of winning the Premier League and winning the FA Cup of something. We have Alisson in net. We have Carvajal, Rudiger, Van Dijk, Tagliafico, Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, and Rafa as our midfield trio, with Heung-min Son, Benzema, and Salah as our new front three here. Lionel Messi and Ronaldo dropped to the bench. Let's see what these boys can do here in season number 2. Halfway through the season, Manchester United are currently invincible. We currently sit in 8th. However, we have a FA Cup round 3 fixture against Arsenal in the first round. That is tough. And we have the semi-final of the Carabao Cup versus Tottenham. So that will be interesting to see there. Top goal scorer Lionel Messi is playing, but he only has 8 goals. Does that mean Mr. Mohamed Salah is not playing? He's not playing. I mean, Messi's retiring at the end of the year, so it's fine. It is what it is. Carabao Cup first leg here of the semifinal against Tottenham. We win 4-0. Heung-min Son gets a man of the match versus his old club. Can we do the double over North London here? Arsenal at the Emirates in the FA Cup. Karim Benzema starts up a great performance, a 3-0 win there. So we at least succeed in there. We should get past the Carabao Cup second leg with ease, as long as we don't lose 5-0. We are knocked out of the FA Cup. We lose to West Ham 2-0. So no FA Cup success for us. We draw against Tottenham in there. So we have the final of the Carabao Cup here against Liverpool. Let's see if we can pick up a trophy for the first time. Carabao Cup final. It's Old Men FC versus Liverpool. The quick sim here. Carabao Cup final here versus Liverpool. Can the Old Men get the job done? Oh my lord, that might be the worst penalty shootout I've ever seen. Just a sea of red, but we lose in there. We lose 2-1 on a penalty shootout. No trophy yet. We somehow managed to recover a semi-successful season. We finished 5th in the league, which means we have Europa League football for next season. So that is honestly good enough for us. Let's see who our top goal scorer is. We say goodbye to Lionel Messi. We say goodbye to Cristiano Ronaldo. But Karim Benzema, he stepped up. 17 goals out of him. Heung-min Son had 14. Well then, Kevin De Bruyne had 10 as well. So on to season 3, where we are still trophy-less, but we have a better opportunity now because we are finally into European football. On to season 3. In season 3, we start off strong again. Harry Kane joins the squad from Bayern Munich, the former Tottenham striker. Welcome to the squad for 65 mil. Andrew Robertson will go ahead and join the squad from Tottenham. The former Liverpool player will join our backline as a 83 overall. We also go ahead and bring in Marquinhos as a 87 overall. We still have 2 center backs are 87, 86. So Marquinhos will join and help strengthen our backline, and then Harry Kane will obviously help lead our striking line. Halfway through the season, just a little bit over halfway because we get past the Europa League phase games in late January. We sit first in the league. We are 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who currently only have 1 loss. Arsenal are up at the top 4. Currently at the bottom is Burnley, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest. And Bournemouth being the bottom is interesting because we play Hull City in the FA Cup round 4, but Bournemouth are in the Carabao Cup semi-final where we have lost that first leg 1-0. So that is interesting. Bottom of the league, Bournemouth is looking to get the job done over us. I will see y'all at the end of the season to see whether or not we can lift the trophy. And at the end of the season, we go ahead and lift the Premier League trophy. We are your we are champions of England here. We go and lift that Premier League trophy, scoring 82 goals, conceding only 48, only losing 3 games. So that is great. In season 3, we have won the Premier League by 5 points over top Liverpool, finishing 2nd, Man City in 3rd, Chelsea in 4th. Going down would have been Bournemouth, Burnley, and Nottingham Forest. It'll be interesting to see if we came back against Bournemouth. I actually didn't check and didn't pay attention at all. I just him to the end of the season. We do not win the FA Cup there. Carabao Cup, did we get our get back? No, Bournemouth actually beat us. Well, they drew 2-2 that final game. Wow. And then they lost in the final of the Carabao Cup. How did the Europa League go, though? The Europa League, we won the Europa League as well, so that is technically a European competition. We won the Europa League. We will give it 1 more season. I know I said 5 seasons. We'll give it 1 more season to see if we can go ahead and win the Champions League, since we will be in the Champions League next season. Let's see who our top goal scorer is. It's looking like we're going to lose a lot of these guys, though. Harry Kane, 38 goals. He's down to 88 overall. That is insane. Let's see if we can go ahead and re-sign some of these guys here. Oh, see, they're not going to be willing to join the club on these low wages here. Yep, okay. Oh, Luka Modric's actually retiring anyway. So is he. All right, so Virgil van Dijk and Carvajal are both gone. Let's go into season number 4, the last and final season of this rebuild. And in fact, actually, you know what? We are going to end it. We are going to end it here. No more Champions League glory. I'm on a tight schedule. I got to be honest with y'all. So I'm going to have to end it there. Yeah, we win the Premier League in the 3rd season, so we are at least the Premier Leagues of England. So there is that. If you did enjoy this little experiment type rebuild, let me know in the comments. Until then, I'll see y'all on Monday. Peace out.